Hi, good day. Greetings from a shelter-in-place wildflower garden in the city of Chicago. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. It's now the 44th day of the Illinois shelter-in-place order to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. I want to talk with you today about a project I've been working on the last couple of weeks. I'm working to extract Goldmoss stonecrop from the garden.
First, I wanted to make a brief observation about the Chicago weather over the past few days. You know, as a new gardener, and while sheltering in place, I've been a lot more attentive to the changing weather patterns. And in Chicago, the weather changes have been constant. The weather can dictate if and when to water, whether to keep the seedlings outside or inside, and whether or not I even want to be outside to work in the garden. This past Wednesday and Thursday, it rained for many hours, with temperatures in the mid-high 40s to low 50s. This seemed to work wonders for the garden. A lot of the seeds germinated as a result. Friday, we had a high of 68 degrees with a low of 39 degrees. Then yesterday, on Sunday, we had a high of 73 degrees with a low of 50 degrees. Yesterday evening, it seemed like we had a temperature drop of 10 degrees within a 15-minute period. Now, Goldmoss stonecrop, also referred to as mossy stonecrop, biting stonecrop, wall pepper, Goldmoss sedum. Its binomial name, or two-name system name, is Sedum acre. Small, light green leaves, bright golden star-shaped blooms. It's ironic, I brought this wildflower to the garden several years ago. It's now become invasive and I'm working to extract much of it to allow for the new flowers to grow. I noticed this wildflower while on a long midsummer bike ride some 5 or 6 summers ago. While in the Martin Luther neighborhood in Chicago's northwest side, I noticed this eye-catching plant. It has amazing bright gold flowering and was growing between the stones in a stony soil next to the sidewalk. It made me pause. I got off my bike and I took some of it home to plant in the sandy urban industrial soil of my building's garden. My thought at the time was that if this plant could grow in stony soil, surely it could survive in my garden. I brought a bit of it home and put it in a corner of one of the flower beds. While Goldmoss stonecrop is resilient and easy to grow, I've learned that it's not a great plant to have while trying to introduce new plants and flowers into the garden.
So, Goldmoss stonecrop, I have a bit of it here. You can see that it's got the dark green leaves and the rhizomes. One of the challenges is that, even if a small bit of it is broken off, the leaf and a little bit of the rhizome, it starts to spread like wildfire. I've got a big bunch of it here between the flower bed and the grass. And then, a lot of the extraction project is going to be to just get the leaves and the rhizomes out of the soil.
Goldmoss stonecrop is native to the continent of Eurasia. It was introduced in North America by settlers from Europe. The plant has also been naturalized in Japan and New Zealand, among other countries. This species is a hermaphrodite, meaning that it has both female and male organs and that it is self-fertile. Bees and flies also help with pollination. This plant is frequently used by rock gardeners. It's a low-growth plant that grows 2 to 5 inches tall. Goldmoss stonecrop thrives in thin, dry soil. It does well on dry banks, seashore rocks, sandy meadows, etc. It can grow in cracks in sidewalks and masonry. It can grow where pretty much nothing else will grow. In Chicago, it flowers here from June until late summer, and it flowers with the star-shaped yellow-gold flowers. I read that gardeners at Arlington National Cemetery chose Goldmoss stonecrop to put between the large slabs of granite at President Kennedy's gravesite. It's also become part of the green roof movement. It works on rooftops. In some cultures, it was planted on rooftops in hopes of warding off lightning, evil spirits, and witches. Several online sources noted that this plant is not recommended for modern medicinal use. Historically, the leaves were eaten raw or cooked, though it has a bitter taste and has been used as an astringent and as a laxative. Goldmoss stonecrop is said to be rich in vitamin C. It's known as a survival food along trails and near sandy beach areas. The plant's leaves can be dried and turned into powder. It can apparently be used as a spicy seasoning, and it adds peppery taste to food.
So, thanks for visiting today. Be well, stay safe, and I hope to see you again when we have more blooming in the garden.